Okay.
Alrighty. Reaction video as opposed to an action video like Schwarzenegger or Bruce Willis or something like that.
Oh, okay.
All right. What if the action star does a reaction video? Would it be an action reaction video? How about if Action Jackson did it? Everybody remember Action Jackson?
Year after year, decade after decade,
All right.
he remains one of the biggest and coolest stars
Let's hear
on
it for the
Earth
makeup department.
and possibly elsewhere.
And she's taken our music world over the rainbow in ways only she could. And she's already won tonight.
There you go. Here to make a real rainbow connection, Kacey Musgraves and
Willie Nelson!
I know. Who's the maniac standing up in the crowd?
Why are there so many songs about rainbows? And what's on the other side? Rainbows are visions, but only illusions.
I believe this song's written by Paul Williams. Am I mistaken?
Have nothing to hide.
Perhaps not. Yes, I am.
So we've
The
been
great
told.
Paul Williams.
Some choose to believe it. I know they're wrong. Wait and see.
Willie Nelson with the... I guess that's
Someday
not his classic
we'll
beat-up
find
guitar.
it.
He has one guitar that's really...
The
Oh, yes, it
rainbow
is.
Connection.
It's like they've refinished the finish.
The lovers,
The hole exists.
dreamers, and me.
Strum that hole into there. Right.
Who say that every wish would be heard and answered when wished on a morning star.
Well, she sings very prettily.
Somebody thought of that and someone believed it. Look what it's done so far. Once so amazing.
Spacey Kacey.
Keeps us stargazing, and what do we think we might see? Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers,
What was that?
the dreamers and me.
All right.
All of us under a spell. We know that it's probably magic.
Have you been half asleep? And have you heard voices? I've heard them calling my name.
Is this the sweet sound that calls the young sailors? The voice might be one and the same.
She's got a great voice.
I've heard it too many times to ignore it. It's something that I'm supposed to be.
I don't even think Willie Nelson's guitar is plugged in.
Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers and me. It'll all be alright.
Very nice. She's excellent. Now, they really should have done a Willie Nelson song, though. They should have sung Crazy.
Well, maybe they did, but this is the one that was suggested.
Well, that's cool and all. No, it's a great song. I'm just saying Willie Nelson's strength is as a songwriter. That's his main power.
Okay, but let's talk about this song.
The song is good. It's, it's very Muppetish. I can't help but think of Kermit the Frog when I hear it. She's a little bit better than Kermit the Frog, I'd have to say. I like it. I just don't... it seemed like Willie Nelson wasn't really doing a whole lot there. He was kind of standing there and picking at his guitar a little bit, and they there was a guitar playing, but they didn't show the guitar player at once, and they implied that Willie was playing that, but he clearly wasn't.
I mean, I could see that there was a guitar player almost directly behind him.
Have you ever heard live recordings of Willie Nelson, like from the 1980s? That is some off-kilter shit back then. It's basically like not normal.
I don't know what you mean, so you'll have to explain yourself.
It's just very like, I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to explain, but it doesn't sound exactly perfect. Let's just put it that way. It doesn't sound bad, but it sounds like he was hanging out with the Grateful Dead like the night before.
Okay, well.
And they might have dosed his coffee.
Oh, all right.
And the whole band, actually. The whole band sounds off kilter.
Well, this song.
This is very nice. She's great. She's excellent.
Let me just hip you to something, Dave.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like you're not one of us mere mortals.
No, I'm not.
Yeah. So, I'll link to your personality test here. So this song is for maybe even a generation and a half. This song means everything.
Which generation is that?
I would say the people who've grown up with the Muppets. So,
well, that's me. I grew up with the Muppets.
That's what I'm saying. But you're not like us. This should tug at your heartstrings, bring a tear to your eye. Just the song itself, and then seeing Willie Nelson performing up there, this song, and then this lovely girl comes out with a voice from heaven and sings along with him. This should leave nobody with a dry eye, and you have dry eyes.
Yeah, I didn't feel that.
I know, and that's.
I was more interested in the guy standing in the audience.
Well, he was probably, like most, very touched by the whole thing.
No, I think he was a paid photographer.
He was not a photographer. He was probably someone we should know.
What kind of a lunatic stands up when the whole audience is sitting down?
Someone who's very excited to see a performance.
Someone who's very self-centered and cares about no one around them.
I mean, I think towards the end, everyone was standing up. I think if you look and you saw Christine Chenoweth, is it Christine or Kristen Chenoweth? She was standing up. I think everybody was standing up. He just might have been the first one to do it.
All right. Well, tell that guy to sit down.
All right. Well, I wanted to let you know that someone paid you quite handsomely to react to this song, and I'm afraid they will probably never tip us again.
What do you mean?
Because this is a terrible reaction. What?
This would be like Celine Dion doing a duet with George Burns. It doesn't. They don't go together.
I mean, I think a lot of the music shows, award shows, do that now. Like the Elton John and Eminem. I think they all do that now.
That's about the worst thing I could possibly ever think of.
Well, I mean, I don't know. It must have done well for their ratings because I think they continue to do it.
Oh my God.
I mean, that was years ago. So.
Yeah, why don't we just have Pete Townsend with Cardi B? That would make sense.
Maybe it'll happen. I don't know.
She can sing "Won't Get Fooled Again." Pete Townsend can smash his guitar. Thank you very much.
All right, we don't advocate for violence on our channel.
No, I'm not saying
that's a way to get demonetized,
probably
right?
Well, he's known for smashing his guitar, and she's known for singing like crap. So what am I supposed to say?
Yeah, you're supposed to say, I don't know, Dave.
I told you what I thought.
Okay, well, maybe say something more about Paul Williams then.
Paul Williams is a genius.
Yes.
Paul Williams is like Phil Collins before Phil Collins came around, in that he was like America's teddy bear, as they say.
Yeah, I mean, when I was little, I mean, like 9, 10, 11, and he was on the Mike Douglases, he was on the Dinah Shores. I just adored him.
Paul Williams is a genius,
yeah.
And he's still alive, so there.
And still adorable.
Well, he's Paul Williams.
But he's the teddy bear still.
Paul Williams is brilliant. He's written many good songs. And, I just don't understand why that song was sung by those two.
So you have no connection to the Rainbow Connection. It means nothing to you. It doesn't make you feel any particular way. No waves of nostalgia washing over you as you hear Willie Nelson and Kacey Musgraves singing this song.
She sings great.
She does sing great.
I just don't have... No, that song doesn't do a whole lot for me. It's clearly a good song, but... I was more into the Animal. I like the Animal and I like the sax player. I like that weird bird.
The eagle?
Yeah, I like him. He was like, I don't know. What was he supposed to be? Like Walter...
I think this would be an eagle.
Yeah, but he was like a newscaster or something, wasn't he?
Oh, was he? Okay.
I thought he was supposed to be like, what's his name?
Walter Cronkite?
Exactly. Walter Cronkite. And I like Kermit the Frog, and I like Fozzie Bear. But I don't like the melancholy stuff so much.
I mean, you don't like ballads.
I like ballads, but usually I like them to be instrumental and played by Charlie Parker.
Okay, well, there you go. Perhaps someone will suggest that in the future.
Ballads are cool. I like ballads, but you know what? I like to play ballads. I don't like to listen to them so much.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, it's just, I'm like more of a funk rock kind of guy.
Right, but if we have a reaction channel, people will ask you to react to things that are out of your zone.
Yes, it was good. It was just
was not the emotional.
You want me to get emotional? You want me to get emotional?
Yes.
Play me some Rick Danko.
Okay.
A man who was a genius who died way before his time.
Do you think you will work up some tears for Rick Danko? Because perhaps someone will...
I have in the past, I might in the future.
All right. Well, then someone go over to our Buy Me a Coffee page if you really want to see Dave work up a tear or two, a genuine tear or two. Tip us and we will show him some Rick Danko.
Can't beat Rick Danko.
All right.
All right. That's my saying.
Okay. Well, let's wind this one up.
All right. Well, no, it was just, it was happening singing there. Very good singing on her part.
Can I ask you, does anything give you that feeling of nostalgia?
Yes.
What?
Rick Danko.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Like I noticed when I like to watch those two people from the Land of the Lost series, and they're best friends now, Will and Holly, and they have their own little podcast together, and I will watch the crap out of that because I have such an overwhelming nostalgic love for them and that show. And you have zero. You don't care about them. You don't care about the show. Like, is there anything other than Rick Danko that you get some sort of, the tugs at those heartstrings?
Well, when like Steve Lukather talks about Jeff Porcaro, that'll do it.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
No, I don't.
I like, I like Steve Lukather.
And
I love
Rick
Jeff
Danko.
Porcaro.
Okay.
And I feel like I'm, once again, a guy who died way before his time.
Okay.
In a bizarre gardening accident, as they said in Spinal Tap.
Is that true?
I don't know. I don't know if they said it in Spinal Tap, and I don't know if it's true, but that was the rumor.
That's odd. All right. Well, I'm sorry to hear it. All right. I think we can wrap this one up. But please do thank our generous tipper.
Well, thank you very much.
Don't sit like that. That's terrible.
Hey, how you doing?
That looks awful.
Come on over. We're going to have a cup of tea and hang out together.
Please never do that again. It looks
I
weird.
can't win, folks.
Sorry.
I was about to get sentimental, and I got cut down in my tracks.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Sentimental. That should be a politically incorrect perfume.
And action.
Sentimental. I was about to get.
Get it?
What?
Get it?
Get what?
Get sentimental.
Oh, no, I was about to, but I got cut short.
Because you were sitting like a weirdo, I can't have that. Okay, there you go.
Hey, I'm sentimental. Can you tell?
You're so not.
I'm slightly mental.
Okay.
I'm with the Abby Normal group. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, thank you very much. That was entertaining. Although she doesn't think I liked it, I did.
I don't think I said that, but...
Oh, Kacey Musgraves, excellent.
Yes.
Willie Nelson, a classic. Here's my advice.
Okay.
If you're going to have Willie Nelson on stage,
Yes.
have his guitar louder than it was.
Okay.
I mean, I saw him moving his fingers. I just didn't hear it.
All right.
And that's kind of like in my opinion, that's disrespectful.
Well, maybe he just doesn't have the strength to pluck those strings.
No,
like
I think he was plucking them. I think they just didn't think it was fitting in with the arrangement.
Oh, okay.
I told you his stuff's a little off kilter. Well, I was probably just a little too off kilter for the CMA.
All right.
But you know what? That's the charm of Willie Nelson. He's not perfect. You don't want to auto-tune Willie Nelson.
No.
You might want to auto-tune Nellie Wilson.
Dave.
Is that a person?
No.
It should be.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much.